Howdy everyone, in this video we're going to be covering how to become masters of lighting. Howdy everyone, in this video we're going to be covering light modifiers. Everything about them, the types that we use, what they do, how they can be used, and let's just go get to it. So what exactly is a light modifier? Well, it's an attachment that can be used for lights or flashes, and then we use them to kind of modify the way lights come out, and they can be divided into two different groups. So with our two groups, we have lights that are very hard, or they really focus that light into a direct spot. And then we also have devices that soften the light, and I'd like to first cover over these lights that kind of soften things up. So the most common type of modifiers are going to be your softboxes, and these come in several shapes such as round, square, or octagonal. And let's take a look at what those differences look like. These create a ring of light that illuminates everything evenly. They're often used for lighting portraits from the waist up, and they also have a subtle transition between the light and shadows. The shadow behind the subject also has a very subtle transition. For example, we use a softbox for our first stage. By shining light from above and a bit from the side, it nicely illuminates me and most of the table without any noticeable shadows. Rectangular softboxes have a more pronounced edge for the area they illuminate, making the shadows a bit harsher. They are most often used in product photography, and they are also useful for lighting the entire figure of our model. This is why you often see them in photo shoots for e-shops. But they need to be big enough, like ours, which is 80 by 120 centimeters. And this brings us to a very specific type of softbox, and that's going to be this fella here, the strip box. Strip boxes are used to illuminate the entire figure, often with backlight, but again, this is not the only way that they are used. Rectangular softboxes have one important feature. You can use them vertically or horizontally, and it just depends on the area that you want to light. We can add these honeycomb grids to the softboxes as they help us direct the light to a specific area. Now there's one more type of softbox known as a lantern softbox for obvious reasons. It's supposed to simulate a chandelier or some kind of light source in a sort of living room or setting like that. And it's meant to diffuse light over as wide of an area as possible. But that's enough about softboxes. Let's move on. Now this right here is called a beauty dish, and it's most often used with a flash. Beauty dishes soften light, but the light is still a bit harder and more dramatic than you would get with a softbox. It's often used for modeling, glamour, or portrait photography. So that covers the modifiers that soften our lighting. But what about modifiers that make the light harder? Well, before we do that, we're gonna cover this little odd fella here. It's called a Fresnel lens. And a Fresnel lens is somewhere in between. Now, why is that? A Fresnel lens allows us to adjust the strength and hardness of a light by turning it. And due to its optical properties, adjusting it allows us to essentially dim and diffuse light as we need, or intensify and concentrate the light on a single point. So it gives us the choice between hard and soft light. Now, a Fresnel lens has these flaps, which are often referred to as barn doors, and we can use them to direct light in a more precise or specific area. So another light modifier that we have is this cute little thing right here, often called a snoot, and its function is to beam a very direct light to illuminate only a very small or specific part of something that you need. This is also why it's most often used for shooting smaller products when we want to light a specific spot. It usually comes with a honeycomb grid that softens the light, and in this case, color filters. Now the last modifier is my favorite, and it's this guy here. You all probably have seen one of these before, and it's known as a spotlight. You can say it combines the methods of a snoot and Fresnel lens, plus a cherry on top. It contains optical elements that help us shape the ring of the light it emits, and we can either choose diffused edges or a completely sharp, theatrical spotlight. Now the cherry on top is that usually these machines come with a pack of sort of several inserts that look like this, and of course, as you can see, these just bend, direct the light, and just create various shapes and different shadows that you might want to use. We can use them to create interesting textures in the background, or maybe the impression that the bright sun is shining through the window blinds. And these are some of the modifiers you will encounter when working in this genre of video and photography. I hope this video was useful for you guys. Let us know what you think below. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe bell so you never miss another video. Give us a thumbs up, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. See you guys later.